The following program is brought to you by our Patreon supporters. You can request podcast topics, enjoy exclusive RPG and video content, and more. Even just $1 a month gets you gameplay episodes a week early and makes you officially cool. Just like our trash elite Rob and a guy from Ohio, DG, Destrucity, KTL, Kitty Holbrook, Drake Starstorm, and Passion Killer 711. Greetings and salutations. It is I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the boy.
Hey!
This is the Two Nerds Podcast, and today we're doing a conglomeration of things. It is Two Nerds Don't Go to the Movies, but it's also a tier list, and it's also got a little bit of an extra twist. Before we get into any of that, however, we're going to talk about what's crumping. What's crumping with you, my guy?
This guy dared me to play Fallout New Vegas, so I started playing Fallout New Vegas again, and I'm enjoying myself.
I don't know what joy is, so that's what's been going on with us. Mine is a joke, but I genuinely have not. It's been a rough week. But we're here now. We're coughing.
So,
oh yeah, we were sick.
Yes,
That's why it was a rough week. We both
had a very pretty severe illness.
But so here we are. So there are. I for a while have been struggling with the concept of Two Nerds Don't Go to the Movies, especially if we haven't seen the movies. It's us just going no a lot, and that's not interesting to me. And once the glass shattered on that one, I had a hard time recording new Two Nerds Don't Go to the Movies episodes. Because I want to, even for our audience, small and humble though you are, and I do appreciate every one of you, like, comment, subscribe, I want to be putting forth my best foot, if at all possible. So I'm taking a page from people who borrowed from other people, and we're combining some concepts here. Every movie that we see, we will be rating from S to F. You may note there is not a did not see column.
So
we're just going to be judgy bitches.
Okay, all right. And this is Two Nerds Going to Go to the Movies for whatever the next month was?
The next 2 months, because it's kind of small.
Okay, all right. This is a fun combo podcast. He did not tell me what we were doing before I sat down. So I'm getting used to this concept right now. I'm very excited.
I wanted the genuine reaction. I think the enthusiasm is bubbling over in his voice. Can you hear it, listener?
And I want to be clear. We've done so many tier lists. It is so funny to me that this is the first time you've made one.
Yeah. Well, the others would have taken so much effort.
Whereas this, you were just able to grab.
It's not every Ninja Turtles character exhaustively researched. It's, I just went to the Wikipedia page and stole all the stuff.
Great work.
Yeah.
Theft is morally correct, as we've established.
We're going to give this a shot. Hopefully it goes well. We are starting in June of 1995. We're still on the retro with The Bridges of Madison County. Is this a film you've seen?
I'm going to say no because I think the answer is yes, but it was when I was so young that I don't have any memory of it. I vaguely remember like a title sequence, but that might be from something else.
Set in 1965, featuring an Italian war bride, Francesca Johnson, played by Meryl Streep, who lives with her husband and 2 children on their Iowa farm. There she meets National Geographic photojournalist Robert Kincaid, Clint Eastwood, who comes to Madison County, Iowa, to photograph its historic covered bridges. With Francesca's family away for a short trip, the couple have an intense 4-day love affair.
D? D tier?
Yeah, it's probably like good for what it is, but I don't want to watch it.
I'm not that guy.
I don't want to watch your infidelity. I don't know, maybe the husband's an asshole. Fluke. 1995 American fantasy drama. Based on the 1977 novel of the same name by James Herbert, starring Matthew Modine as a self-centered businessman who is reincarnated as a dog and attempts to reconnect with his family.
Why are there so many movies about a self-centered businessman being reincarnated as a dog? I know of at least 5.
Nancy Travis, Eric Stoltz, John Polito, Max Pomeranik, and Samuel L. Jackson appear in supporting roles. Have you seen Fluke?
No, but I've seen this. I know that I understand this concept. F tier.
F tier.
The dog's
it does have
probably
a doggy,
cute.
yeah.
Maybe D. Maybe it can be D tier.
Do we want to put it above or below Bridges
Oh,
of
above. But
Madison?
that's a cute dog.
Yeah. I don't think there's a cute dog in that. All right. We move on to The Glass Shield. It says 94, but it's on the 95 list. Oh, that's when it was released in the United States. We don't have a succinct summary. It's a crime drama. It stars Michael Boatman and Lori Petty. Ooh, we like Lori Petty.
And Ice Cube.
Yeah. Eric Anderson, Victoria Dillard, Elliot Gould. Huh? How about that? Michael Ironside. Emmett Walsh.
I like a bunch of these actors, and this was a movie from before Ice Cube became a film actor, so it's probably pretty good. I sight unseen, vibes only. I'm comfortable with C tier.
C tier. I'm fine with that too. All right, Congo. I've seen parts of Congo. It's a science fiction action adventure film based on the 1980 novel by Michael Crichton, starring Laura Linney, Dylan Walsh, Ernie Hudson.
I knew I recognized that name from somewhere.
Grant Heslov, Joe Don Baker, and Tim Curry. It's about a monkey who knows sign language, an ape, a gorilla, and they go to the Congo jungle and find weird high-tech missiles or some shit.
Oh, God, I was a kid when I read this book, brother. I don't know.
My mom read it and told me about it. I've seen parts of the movie. It is ridiculous. I'm going to propose C tier.
Absolutely agreed.
All right. C for Congo. Party Girl stars Parker Posey.
Well, I already like it more.
It was the first feature film to premiere on the internet.
Well, a trailblazer. It's responsible for Netflix buying Warner Brothers.
Wow, what a I don't want to read all of this, but it just seems kind of like a fun coming of 20s movie.
That's better. That's at least better than a coming of age movie.
I think I actually might enjoy watching this.
I like Parker Posey as an actress. I like everything I've ever seen her in.
You want to try B?
Yeah, okay, B.
B. Let's say B.
I would say anything that goes into A or S tier, we should add to the list.
Unless we've already seen it. Right, obviously. All right. Smoke is the next film we have. Independent drama. Original story by Paul Auster. We've got Harvey Keitel, William Hurt, Stockard Channing, Giancarlo Esposito, Ashley Judd, Forrest Whitaker, and Harold Perrineau Jr. Multiple characters connected via their patronage of a small Brooklyn tobacconist is the word, I guess, store. A lot of shit goes down. Seems very serious. Yeah. What do you think, man?
I mean, this is probably a really good movie, but I'm not at all interested in it.
Yeah, you want to say C or D?
C, because it doesn't seem bad.
Yeah. Good call. Good call on that.
I'm reserving F tier for the real stinkers.
Almost closed the tab. Wigstock the movie. Documentary focusing on the annual drag music festival held in New York City's East Village through the 80s and 90s. It's got D. Light, Crystal Waters, Jackie Beat, Debbie Harry, all kinds of other people.
This is probably a real-time capsule of a movie.
Yeah, I bet it is. I'm not huge on documentaries like this, but I think if you are at all into drag, that this would be a really fun watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of history and stuff. I'm going to say C tier. You comfortable?
Sure, I have nothing against this.
It's not really my thing, but it was probably executed pretty well. Batman Forever. Batman Forever.
Of the Schumacher Batman films, this one is the real good one. The other one is the real bad one. Batman Forever, I have obviously seen many, many times.
Same. At least twice.
And one of my favorite fun facts about it is that Tommy Lee Jones really didn't like Jim Carrey IRL, and once told him, "I cannot condone your foolishness."
What a beautiful thing to say to a man.
I'm S.
You think Batman Forever belongs in S tier?
On this list?
Okay. Oh, so we're grading on a curve. I'll allow it. I think for me personally, it would be an S tier if it had Billy D. Williams, but Tommy's a fine choice as well.
That's, you know what? Honestly, I would have loved to have seen the Billy D. Williams take.
Yeah, I think he would have done some real cool stuff with it. Yeah, we both saw Batman Forever. I might have seen that in theaters.
Lucky.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm cool. The incredibly true adventure of two girls in love is an incredibly true adventure about two girls in love, starring Laurel Holloman, Nicole Arie Parker, and Maggie Moore. It tells the story of two very different high school girls who fall in love.
I'm sure for young women who love women, this is probably an excellent movie. But from my childhood, my version of that movie is always going to be But I'm a Cheerleader. So this can go into C tier.
Yeah. I certainly wouldn't want to watch this today. It seems like it's very dramatic.
No, I'm a 36-year-old man. This is not going to hit. I'm not the demo.
I'd still like But I'm a Cheerleader, I think.
I would too, but I don't know how much is nostalgia, you know?
Yeah, that's a great point. Pocahontas, the animated film, if my Steam popped up there, I've been playing Disco Elysium. 1995 Disney movie. It's about, it was inspired by someone shouting the name Pocahontas down a hall, and a Disney executive went, "Hey, I reckon we can make a movie out of that."
Yeah, look, has this movie aged well? No, sir. Was it good at the time? Not really. Are the musical numbers banging? No. But the animal sidekick is cute, and it has one of the best villain songs.
Yeah.
Villain? No, I don't think it's the villain song where the line "they're not the same as us, and so they must be evil" is. But whatever song that is, absolute peak cinema. This is not a bad movie. Like, it's a fine children's movie. If you go to Pocahontas expecting historical accuracy when Grandmother Tree shows up, or Grandmother Willow, I believe her name is, that's on you. It's like going to Aladdin expecting a sober take on, like, Suleiman the Great's caliphate. It's just not really what we're here for, dude.
Today I learned Christian Bale was in this movie.
Was he John, whatever his name was, or what have you?
No, that was Mel Gibson.
Oh, wow.
Christian Bale was Thomas, a loyal friend of John Smith, who, like the other English settlers, is ordered by Ratcliffe to fire upon the natives on sight.
They named the villains.
But eventually devises his orders.
They named the villain Ratcliffe, guys. Come on. This was not intended to be a documentary.
I've only seen this in Spanish. I would say it was pretty mid C tier. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. No, it certainly wasn't great.
Okay.
I feel like it gets a lot of hate it doesn't deserve. It doesn't deserve love, but it doesn't deserve that much hate.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in my native tongue. So, Safe is a 1995 American psychological drama starring Julianne Moore, Peter Friedman, Xander Berkeley, and James LaGrosse. Set in Los Angeles in 1987, it follows Carol White, a suburban housewife whose monotonous life abruptly changes when she becomes sick with a mysterious illness, which she believes is caused by the environment around her. I have not seen this film, have you?
No, it sounds depressing.
Or kind of wacky black comedy.
Yeah, or that. But either way, I'm out.
Yeah, that's not my kind of thing. I'm gonna say D. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's safe.
Yeah. You see what he like?
I'm a scamp.
Oh man, sister, my sister. We have we've got writing credits. Starring British actresses Julie Walters, Jolie Richardson, and Jodie May. I would hate to be on the call sheet with those names that I got to deal with.
We need Triple J on set.
Film is based on the Papin murder case, a 1933 incident in Le Mans, France, in which two sisters brutally murdered their employer and her daughter. The murder shocked the country, and there was much speculation about the sisters, including allegations that they were having an incestuous lesbian affair. Wow, for 1994, that's like modern HBO stuff. I don't think I'd care. I'd throw it in C tier, but probably was good and interesting. It sounds a little interesting. I'd like to read a brief article about that.
I pretty much co-sign all of the things you said just now.
Right, cool. Pocahontas and Sister My Sister, basically the same movie. The Infiltrator. Thriller drama. Blah, 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 blah.
It's about Nazis?
An Israeli freelance journalist who travels to Germany in the early 1990s and uncovers a dangerously pervasive underground neo-Nazi faction with the intent to bring Nazism back to the forefront in Germany, starring Oliver Platt, Arliss Howard, Tony Haygarth, Julian Glover, and Michael Byrne. Not my thing.
Not my thing.
No. What do you think?
No thanks. I'm sure it's well made, but not really my thing.
Yeah, let's go D on that one too there. Now for something completely different. Leprechaun 3.
Is this the one that's in space? No, that is there. I believe
this is called Vegas. Leprechaun 4 is Leprechaun 4 in space.
Okay, all right. I thank you. In space is in the name. That's right.
We've got Warwick Davis and a bunch of people that don't matter.
I've never seen this one.
The Leprechaun movies are terrible.
They are peak cinema. How dare you?
So I should put it in S tier above Batman?
Absolutely not. It's not good. It's peak. There's a difference.
All right, where are we throwing this?
I don't know. Wherever you want. I haven't seen it. I can't defend it.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm putting it in D tier.
Okay.
Luke's got a dog in it. You know what I mean? That's a re-release there. We're not going to cover Belle du Jour. Apollo 13. I've never seen this one. Have you?
Unironically, I would put this in A or S tier. This is a very good movie.
I've heard it's very good. It is a docudrama starring Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, Gary Sinise, Ed Harris, and Kathleen Quinlan. It was pretty famous. It was huge at the time. Yeah, I've just never happened to have seen it. So you say A tier or S tier?
A or S, either one. I think for the comedy meme, I kind of want to put it in A tier. But it is a very good movie. Maybe a little dry by modern standards. So A.
A tier it is. A for Apollo. All right, now Judge Dredd original flavor.
This movie's bad, y'all, but I love it.
Yeah, we've got Sylvester Stallone as Judge Dredd, the law enforcement officer in the crime-ridden futuristic metropolis of Mega City 1, including Armand Assante, Diane Lane, Rob Schneider, Joan Chen, Jürgen Prochnow, and Max von Sydow in supporting roles. It mostly did not understand Judge Dredd, but it made a pretty fun action movie out of it. I would say low C, high D.
Wow. I have a fondness for this movie, but that does not cloud my judgment. This was not a good film. Rob Schneider as the comedy sidekick really takes a lot of screen space that's not needed in a Judge Dredd film. So yeah, I would say low C.
Low C.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough out of you, Judge Dredd. We move on to the final movie of June, Mighty Morphing Power Rangers, the movie.
That's the one with Ivan Ooze?
I don't know. I've not seen any. Yes.
Oh, okay. It wasn't great.
I was not into Power Rangers that strongly.
The second movie, the second Power Rangers movie is better in my opinion. I had more fun watching it as a child. The original Power Rangers movie, the one with Ivan Ooze, So there's this thing that you get sometimes in anime. Where the anime itself, the series, and the OVAs seem to take place in very slightly different universes, or sometimes explicitly take place in different universes.
We kind of had that vibe with Cowboy Bebop, which we watched earlier this year. The movie and the anime series felt a little disconnected in a way.
Just a very slightly... the original Power Rangers movie has that. This feels like a Power Rangers OVA. It's just a very slightly different universe than the series from which it spawned. And I can't, I haven't seen this since I was a child. This is going off memory. I don't recall liking it that much. I would say probably C, because I don't actively dislike it, but D might be honestly called for.
I'm fine with C. I've never seen it, so I don't care. I'm not bonded to it at all.
Okay.
We move into July with First Night. This follows the rogue Lancelot's romance with Lady Guinevere of Lyonesse, who is to marry King Arthur of Camelot, while the land is threatened by the renegade knight Malagant. The film is noteworthy within Arthurian cinema for its absence of magical elements, its drawing on material of some guy from France for plot elements, and substantial age difference between Arthur and Guinevere. We have Sean Connery, Richard Gere, Julia Ormond, and Ben Cross. Have you seen this film?
Yes, I have.
What do you think of this film?
It was passable. Nothing that would really stick in the mind too much. I remember it. I remember Sean Connery more than anything else in this movie.
Okay.
I would say C is perfectly fine. I know it's kind of getting bloated down there, but...
Well, you know, when you're bang average, you're bang average. You know what I mean? Next movie is Species. Sci-fi horror film. First installment of the franchise starring Ben Kingsley, Michael Madsen, Alfred Molina, Forrest Whitaker, Marg Helgenberger, which is a great name, and Natasha Henstridge in her film debut. The plot concerns a motley crew of scientists and government agents who try to track down Syl, a seductive extraterrestrial human hybrid, before she successfully mates with a human male. I've not watched this, but I know about it.
This is one of the many movies I should have been older before I saw the first time.
It's a weird fucking movie.
Yes, it is.
And it, I must stress, is a weird fucking movie.
Also correct. Again, this is one of the many movies I should not have seen at the age I saw it. It was inappropriate.
I would rate it a D based on what I have seen of it. But, you know, you're the one who was the ripe age of 3 when you watched it.
That seems perfect.
Think a D? Okay. Yeah. Species is going in D. Species gets the D just like it wanted. Darkman 2, Return of Durant. Canadian-American superhero film. Direct-to-video sequel.
This was a big era. I watched a lot of movies from this time.
Arnold Vosloo succeeds Liam Neeson as the title character. Attempting to recover an experimental superweapon from his nemesis, Robert G. Durant, once again played by Larry Drake. I've not seen this.
You know what? No, I think I've only seen the original Darkman. I don't know that I've actually seen this. Because then again, when I have really recognized the voice difference between Arnold Vosloo and the original Darkman in this, I don't know that I knew Liam Neeson that well back then.
Right.
You know what? We're gonna grade on a curve, assuming I have not actually seen this and I've only seen the original Darkman. We'll give it the neutral C.
The C. Do we want to go high? Want to go above Congo for Darkman 2?
Sure.
All right, that sounds great. 9 Months. I may have seen this.
This was back when Hugh Grant was like a young hot sex symbol.
Yes. Hugh Grant, Julianne Moore, Tom Arnold, Joan Cusack, Jeff Goldblum, and Robin Williams.
I know I have not seen this.
I think I did, but I think I was really young and it was on TV. Not like as young as you watching Species, but, you know, like in my, a couple of years from here in 1995. So I was like maybe 12 or 13. It was fine. I believe I watched the whole movie for the Robin Williams parts, which were brief.
Unfortunate.
I would give it a C. Do you have any opinion?
I have no opinion. I have not seen this movie and barely know anything about it.
There weren't any Power Rangers in it, so I will put it at the bottom of C.
There you go.
The next film, The Indian in the Cupboard. Have you seen this film?
I have.
Have you read the book?
No.
I read the entire book series.
This is one of the few times the reverse is not true. Normally it's the reverse. I saw this film and then was exposed to had the opportunity to read the books later. And I didn't like this movie, so I didn't read the books.
I think the books were better than the movie, but I think the movie was a fine distillation of the book. I really liked what happened after the first book more than the first book itself. Like, they really went into the world. He used the cupboard to go to their times and experience their lives and stuff too. It was very cool. All kinds of cool stuff.
Look, if you have a cupboard and you don't Narnia, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah, sure. The story, for those of you who aren't aware, revolves around a boy who receives a cupboard as a gift on his 9th birthday, and he later discovers that putting toy figurines in the cupboard after locking and unlocking it brings the toys to life. And it is their actual people who are being brought from history or fiction or whatever.
This is very much a Night at the Museum prequel.
Sure. Yeah. It's a very similar concept, and it felt very original at the time, unique in a way.
I don't recall much about this movie. I remember not liking it very much, but what do you feel?
I think in spirit of the book, I think it deserves a B.
I will take it.
Okay. Next up, we have Under Siege 2, Dark Territory.
That is a Steven Seagal film, if memory serves.
Yeah, there he is on that train.
I've not seen it and never will.
There's only one Steven Seagal movie you will see. It's about trains. It's about Steven Seagal and trains.
It's probably real fucking bad.
Katherine Heigl's in it. She had to have been, what, 8 at the time?
She's probably like a kid sidekick or something.
What, do you just want to throw it into F? You want to give it?
I'm comfortable showing any Steven Seagal movie into F tier.
Get in there. All right. Are you guys ready? You, the listener? It is a movie I've never seen. Clueless.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so fascinating that of the two of us, I'm the one who loves Clueless.
I was just at that kind of age where I was like between interests, and I was too much of like I'm a boy to go into girl things, and both not old enough and not young enough. I was in the right exact time. Yeah.
I think genuinely you would like this.
I think the only difficulty is that it's an old trope. I don't know that they call it anymore. Seinfeld is unfunny.
Possible.
I might have seen interpretations do it more to my tastes.
And look, that's possible. I'm not going to say it's not. I would give this an untrammeled S tier. Top of S tier. Clueless is absolute peak cinema.
Rather briefly, for those of you who haven't seen it, the film is a loose adaptation of Jane Austen's 1815 novel Emma. The plot centers on a beautiful, popular, wealthy high school student who wants to do good deeds. She befriends a newcomer, and decides to give her a makeover while playing matchmaker for her teachers and examining her own existence. Starring Alicia Silverstone, Paul Rudd, Stacey Dash, Brittany Murphy, and Dan Hedaya.
Alicia Silverstone has a couple just absolute untrammeled bangers in her filmography, and this is one of them.
You said this would be S tier?
Oh yeah, top of S tier.
Top. Get out of here, Batman.
Fucking Clueless rips. This movie is a treasured moment of my childhood.
I'm glad that we got to experience that together. We got next Free Willy 2: The Adventure Home.
This was bad.
I didn't see it. I saw the first one.
I didn't finish it.
Oh no. But it has Jason James Richter, August Schellenberg, Jane Atkinson, John Tenney, Elizabeth Pena, and Michael Madsen.
As a child, I went, this is dumb, and turned it off.
As a child, he went, Michael, darling, you're better than this, and just changed the station. Where's Species? I wish to see the fuck alien again. So where do you want to throw this one?
I don't think it deserves F. Okay. Doesn't deserve to be down there with Steven Seagal. There is still a whale in it.
Yeah. Who knows the plot? Free Willy 2: Adventures Home. He got out the first time. Why'd he get back? This one looks interesting to me when I was saving the posters.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Living in Oblivion, an independent satirical black comedy starring Steve Buscemi, Catherine Keener, Dermot Mulrooney, Danielle Von Zernick, James LaGrosse again, and Peter Dinklage in his film debut. Received critical acclaim. Low-budget independent films, catering crew is underfunded and apathetic, and shit hijinks ensue from there.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to see this too.
I would like to put this in A or S tier so that we may add it to the list.
Let's throw it in A tier. Not above Paul. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, Living in Oblivion. That one sounds pretty cool.
Honestly, that sounds good.
Sounds rad. All right, I'll make sure we add it to the list. Next film is Country Life. Australian drama adapted from the 1899 play Uncle Vanya by Anton Chekhov. Cast includes Sam Neill, Greta Scacchi, John Hargreaves, and Googie Withers. Googie Withers.
Googie Withers. That looks terrible.
It looks really dry.
I almost fell asleep while you were reading that.
It looks dry. Googie, I think Googie gets to go above the Leprechaun. What do you think?
You know what? Good for Googie.
All right, Double Happiness, which is happiness twice. Canadian drama. Starring Sandra Oh as Jade Lee, an actress struggling to assert her independence from the expectations of her Chinese-Canadian family. Callum Keith Rennie also stars as Mark, Jade's love interest.
Man, Sandra Oh had shit going on way before I thought she did.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like my kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm good.
So, I don't know, C tier, D tier?
Sure. Nothing against it.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Next up is Kids. Fun coming-of-age drama.
Never seen it.
It's Leo Fitzpatrick, Justin Pearson, Chloe Sevigny, however she's pronouncing it this week, Rosario Dawson. It's about teenagers and sex.
Yeah, that's the kind of project that the Chloe woman takes
Look,
on.
I'm going to read the first line of the plot here. Telly and a 12-year-old girl are making out on a bed. It's a rough film. It's a very serious film. It takes a very harsh look at that world. I'm all set.
Fully, I'm comfortable with it. If this is sight unseen vibes only, the vibes on this are rancid. I would put it in F tier. I don't want to watch this.
All right. There you go, Steven. You've got some company. Look, guys, first of all, it's just a tier list on the internet. Second of all, thank you for the comments. That's engagement. So are the thumbs down. But like, thirdly, I'm sure it's a very well done movie. I know this from people I've heard talk about it, but it's ewy, gross, icky, and I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, that movie has rancid vibes. I'm out.
Yeah. The Net, I remember the ads for this one.
I also remember the ads for this. I have not seen this.
Systems analyst with a few personal contacts learns that all records about her life have been deleted. Her house has been emptied, and she must now find a way to reclaim her original identity. We've got Sandra Bullock. We've got Jeremy Northam.
Dennis Miller?
Dennis Miller. What,
is there a fucking 30-minute sequence in the middle of the movie where he just does bits?
He used to act.
Did he though?
Yeah.
I've seen his roles. Yeah. I'm asking this on purpose.
Well, I think it's probably a solid C. It might even be a B.
I'm comfortable with B. Sandra Bullock is a more talented actress than the world gives her credit.
She's pretty good. All right, Operation Dumbo Drop from Walt Disney Pictures. We've got Danny Glover. We've got Ray Liotta. We've got Dennis Leary, Doug E. Doug, Corin Nemec, and an elephant. Green Berets during the Vietnam War. Danny Glover and Ray Liotta attempt to transport an elephant through jungle terrain to a local South Vietnamese village, which in turn helps American forces monitor the Viet Cong activity. Hijinks ensue.
So Walt Disney Company in the 90s decided to make a family hijinks comedy about Vietnam. Guys, read the fucking room.
You don't go full Dumbo Drop. I'm gonna say it's probably a solid D. I'm sure there's some.
Look, I've seen it. It's also bad.
Oh, okay.
Separately from it being incredibly ill-advised, it's also not good.
Is it Steven Seagal underage sex bad?
No, they throw an elephant out of a fucking airplane. It's at least neat.
And finally, Waterworld.
Waterworld! Yes! Kevin Costner is unfairly maligned for his work in the post-apocalyptic movie genre. Waterworld and The Postman are excellent movies. This is delivered without caveat.
I have seen a lot of coverage on Waterworld. I've never sat down and watched Waterworld. So I cannot comment on Kevin Costner, Dennis Hopper, Jean Triplehorn, Tina Majorino, or Michael Jeter's performances. The content of the movie, I know he drinks his own pee-pee, and I know they made a Simpsons video game out of it. That's I know other stuff about Waterworld, but I will tamper down you voting with your heart. Where would you put it?
A tier.
You would put it in A tier?
Yes.
That's a nice try. We're putting it in C tier. No, I'm joking. Because the joke here is that you've leveraged knowing that I was going to tamp it down to get it into B tier. But we'll put it there. That's fine. I don't know. Man, someone's going to be mad about this. Someone right now is typing.
You put kids in F tier and Waterworld and listen.
You Philistines.
Yes. Maybe this is, if you haven't gotten it yet, after watching what I assume is every episode of the podcast. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Full retention also. Wow, really dedicated. Mm-hmm. And you're mad about my taste in movies. I need you to understand something. It's really important that you listen closely, okay? I have trash taste. I'm a Philistine. I'm a caveman. I don't want your art house movie. I want a guy in Waterworld.